They say faith can move mountains. But what happens when faith meets reality? This is not just a story about a farmer. This is a story about belief, hope, and irony. From the Class 10 English textbook, this is the unforgettable story, A Letter to God. High on a small hill, the middle of a wide valley, stood a tiny house. It belonged to Lencho, a poor farmer whose life depended entirely on his crops. Lencho lived with his family. They were poor, but hopeful, because one good harvest could change everything. All morning, Lencho watched the sky. Rain was not a luxury for him, it was survival. When the rain finally came, Lencho was filled with joy. To him, the raindrops were not water. They were coins falling from the sky. Rain meant food. Rain meant life. Rain meant hope. But nature is unpredictable. The rain did not remain gentle. It turned violent. For one long hour, hailstones destroyed everything. Not a leaf survived. Not a flower remained. When the storm ended, Lencho stood speechless. The field was empty. So was his future. That night was filled with silence. No food, no crops, no money. But Lencho had one unshakable belief, faith in God. The next morning, Lencho wrote a letter. Not to a friend, not to the government, but to God. He asked God for 100 pesos to survive and to sow his fields again. The post office staff were amused, but the postmaster felt something else: respect. To protect Lencho's faith, the postmaster decided to act like God. They could not collect the full amount, but they sent whatever they could. Lencho was not surprised, because God never fails. But when he counted the money, he was furious. God could not be wrong. So Lencho wrote again, asking for the remaining money. And here lies the irony. Lencho blamed the post office employees, the very people who helped him. Faith is powerful, but blind faith can hide the truth. Sometimes God works through humans. This was not just a lesson in English, it was a lesson in life.